Hey, it's me, a fucking comedian. Specifically a chubby Indian atheist comedian, which means the only cow I worship is myself. And today we're going to do something a little differently. We're going to talk about America from the global perspective, which means if you're American and you're still watching this, I'm sorry. Listen, there's nothing Europeans love more than telling Americans that America sucks. Which, first of all, yeah, dummy, I'm brown. I know America sucks. You can stop telling me that America has a racism problem, especially if you're white. The only brown person you need to tell that to is Nikki Haley. Besides, Europeans don't actually look down on Americans. That's just something they say so that they feel better about themselves. But the whole time, you're copying most of our stuff. Who do you think you are? China? But you know what? I stand by it. And you know why? Because last night in Barcelona, I went to Taco Bell. Taco Bell, the diarrhea king of America. And it wasn't even hard to find. There's 40 of them in this country. 40 Taco Bells in Spain. You can't look down on America and then build multiple Taco Bells. Do you even understand what a Spanish Taco Bell is? That's basically a Spanish restaurant doing a ripoff of an American restaurant, doing a ripoff of a Mexican restaurant, doing a ripoff of a Spanish restaurant. It's literally a fast food Ouroboros. Okay? Which was surprisingly hard for me to pronounce. The only way you can get more layers of nonsense is if you went to an actual Taco Bell. I recommend the Crunchwrap Supreme because that combines everything. You got Spanish chicken, Mexican ingredients, and you put them together to create American diarrhea. But tonight's episode is not about all the ways you enjoy an American guilty pleasure when you're drunk. If it was, would make the entire episode about me. No, tonight's episode, unfortunately, is about a much more dangerous way that the world is copying America. Basically, in the last few decades, Western democracies have been moving more and more to the right. And normally, it's not really a big deal, right? You can vote for whomever you want in a democracy. But the problem is, over and over again, the worst policies these countries are creating are coming from American consultants. Take, for example, the Rwanda plan in the United Kingdom. Basically, the plan has it so that UK taxpayers pay to get asylum seekers to hear their claims out in Rwanda. And even worse, if their claims are successful, they get asylum in Rwanda, a country many have already stated they will never feel safe in. You know who helped confer and create that plan with the UK? Yeah, former Trump White House aide and current Nosferatu cosplayer, Stephen Miller. You know things are grim for your country when you're getting advice from young Voldemort. But he's not alone. Most of Europe's far-right movements are increasingly seeking the help of American consultants, even from bozos like this guy. Yeah, that's Steve Bannon. He's a former Trump White House aide, and he currently looks like a Bond villain who smells his own farts. But it gets worse. American consultants are starting to win. Take Gert Wilders in the Netherlands. In the most recent Dutch elections, his party, PVV, won the most votes, which is crazy. Their far-right party is crazy. And he doesn't just look like Trump on Ozempic either. This guy stole Trump's playbook. Basically, by pretending to be a populist, he was able to steal Trump's favorite things, hating Muslims and hating immigrants. And to be fair to Gert Wilders, I cannot stop making fun of him for being named Gert Wilders. What kind of name is Gert Wilders? You literally sound like indigestion. And I know, by doing that, I've increased his hatred for brown immigrants. Because you see, in the Netherlands, I'm a brown immigrant. And again, it's not new. In 1992, Australia, New Zealand's drunk older brother, Australia, well, back then they started forcing asylum seekers to process their claims on remote islands. And the reason they did it is because they were inspired by America. Even worse, they were inspired by America and the way they treated Haitian refugees by sending them to Guantanamo Bay. So it's not new, and it's getting worse. So what do we do about it? Well, I'll be honest, I don't really have an easy solution for us. There's no easy fix to the things America is doing to this world. But if there is one kind of solution, it's that we have to start talking about it. Listen, I know this is an uncomfortable topic, especially in a world that includes Russia and China, and I get it. Compared to the old Soviet Union and the new Soviet Union, America's doing pretty well. But we're not good enough, and we need to admit that. If we don't, then we just have to live with the consequences of our actions. And if you really want to feel bad while living with the consequences of your actions, just go to Taco Bell. Thank you guys. That's been For Some Reason. I've been Sid Singh. We'll see you next season. Good night.